Hello, everybody. My name is Francisco. I'm going to go over the 4-4-2 diamond formation. This is a variation that I'll show you. This video will primarily be involved with the defensive aspects of defending in a 4-4-2 diamond. This is what I used to do when I used to coach girls soccer, and it's a little unconventional than more the traditional way. So, my soccer background used to be a former assistant coach for a top Division I school. I also coach high school as well. My playing background also includes former Region 4 player, same year as Landon Donovan. Also was a collegesoccernews.com top freshman to watch, an all-conference player for a Division I national team, and also played 2 years at PDL. Also recently received my national diploma for the NSCAA. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out with some comments. This formation, we played the way I played this was a flat in the back. So obviously your flat 4 right here, you have your number, your 3, your 4, your 5, and then your number 2. You play it with a holding number 6, and then you have your 7 and 11 out in the wings on the side, and then you have your number 10 kind of holding, and then obviously you have your strikers up top, your number 9 and 11. What makes this formation a little different from the traditional 4-4-2, instead of playing it flat in the midfield and into 2 strikers that kind of play together tandemly, we play with a diamond in the midfield, so to make sure you keep your defense compact. Instead of having your forwards up here play tandem together like this, we have them defensively mark the outside backs. So if they come forward, the space is marked right here. One of the weaknesses in playing a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3 formation is the space you need to mark right here. So how we mark that space is we try to keep the defensive line extremely compact where they push forward if the ball is played back, or a negative pass played back, or a square. Make sure you keep the line compact, your defensive line compact. Also, what is really important in this formation is when you're outside forwards or your first line defense, make sure that the diamond works together. So if the ball gets played over here, everyone shifts ball side. So we'll kind of show you how this works in a defensive unit here for you. I'll shift this here for you guys. So again, if the ball's in the middle of the field, I spread this field up into thirds for you guys. So obviously your defensive third, you have 4 in the back. The middle third, you have 4 holding in the middle in the diamond. And then you have your 2 forwards playing high and wide, marking the outside backs. When the ball's over there to the right back, as you can see, you have immediate pressure from the number 11. That'll obviously mark the right back. As you can see, between these 2 lines, you want to have roughly about 25-30 yards in between. So basically, the smaller the space, the more likelihood you can win the ball. You could play this as a low press or a high press formation. Generally, what I would do is play a low press but force the ball into the middle of the field. So your outside forward will be forcing the ball back toward the center of the opposition's number 4 and 5. And again, same thing here. Important what you want to emphasize is it's flat, but it's also the number 3 is also providing cover in the formation. So again, when you want to put together your formation, make sure you follow the principles of defending, which is pressure, you have immediate cover, and the balance within your formation. Again, one of the difficulties of playing any type of formations is the weaknesses and open space and open field. As you can see, these are the open spaces where you have to be wary of when you're playing this 4-4-2 diamond formation. These are the lines of defense that are created when you play this formation. In my opinion, the more lines you have in defense, the harder it is to break down. So as you can see, there's roughly 5 lines that you have here in defense. So the first line of defense is obviously your forwards, your number 10 or your attacking midfielder in the diamond. You have your number 8 and 7, and then your number 6 holding, which is covering and is also informing your diamond which way to push. And then obviously you have your flat back 4. So now we're going to get into more details as far as how this works against different types of formation. This is a 4-4-2 diamond against a 4-2-3-1. As you can see, what you want to do is you want to cover the outside backs. So typically what you want, the outside backs will push forward, and in a 4-4-2 diamond, they'll come up, and this space is completely occupied by the opposition's left back. So what you do is you force these guys wide, and the reason why you do this, as you can see, it's a 4 versus 3. You have numerical advantages in your own defensive third. In your middle third, it's a 4 versus 3 again. And by playing these forwards out high and wide, defensively, it forces their center back, the number 4 or 5, to either play a long ball into pressure, where you have numerical advantages, or to dribble into space, and this is where you create the defensive trap in the midfield to counter out transition. So this is another example, a 4-4-2 diamond with the outside or the forwards playing high and wide. And again, it's the same thing you want to do playing against a team that's playing a 4-3-3 or a 4-1-4-1. Force the center back to dribble into space. Make sure your center mid applies pressure. Again, in defending, when you're playing against a 2 versus 1 right there, you want to angle your run so it forces the opposition toward the middle of the field where you have numerical advantages. This is against a 3-1-4-2 or a 3-5-2. It's a little different, obviously, how you defend. Again, you want your forwards to pressure the number 2 or 3 in the back, force it to the sweeper or the center back, and force them to dribble up into pressure. And also, again, the point of this formation in a low press is to win the ball in midfield and counter. And as you can see now, a lot of teams are playing more of like a 3-6-1 formation, or the box formation. Chelsea's been playing this a lot. One of the reasons why Chelsea plays this formation is because they have numerical advantages in the midfield, their defensive third as well, similar to this 4-4-2 diamond formation. And you also have immediate width with the wing backs on both sides of the pitch. And it also has great weak side runs that are made often, and the attacking midfielders are playing more narrow. They're not playing high and wide like a traditional Dutch formation. So this is a 3-4-3. What you have to realize playing against a team like this is you're completely even in the middle of the park. In a 4-4-2 diamond formation right here, this is your diamond. They'll have the box right here. So again, you want to do the similar thing, force the ball into the midfield to the center back, and this run right here, make sure it is angled this way, so it forces them into pressure. So you want to, it's basically 2 versus 1 right here, so you want to force them into pressure and force them to make a defensive mistake. So again, every formation's a little different. I coach this 4-4-2 diamond pretty successfully. Again, what you want to do is make sure that the formation you have fits the positive aspects of your team and the personnel you have. I'm the type of coach that doesn't like to set a formation and have my players fit into it. But again, every coach has to make that decision whether they want to do that. So once again, my name is Francisco. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to send me a comment, and I'll respond back as soon as possible. Thanks.